Okay, there we go. What's up? What's up? Alrighty. No, I was thinking about freestyling this one. I ain't been on here in a minute. There's a couple things I've been wanting to put up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the next level. I'm gonna take it to the next level. Alright, let's take it to the next level. I was outside meditating, sun gazing, all that good stuff, and you know, just sitting outside, I'm just thinking, let me make sure I got my over the mic. All right. I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, bro, this shit is beautiful. Like, I just love being in nature. I don't know whether because it's just like you can just feel all the life that's going around, whether it's like the trees, the insects, animals, like just all that life. I feel like the world I'm in now is just so fucking synthetic. Like, everybody inside, everybody on the phone. Like, to me, it's a very synthetic experience. But when you out in nature, you can feel like the life. Or maybe I just need to be like, I'm pretty sure like in big cities, you could probably feel that too. Just like the hustle and bustle, the life, like all that good stuff. So I was just sitting, I was just like, damn, this shit can be really beautiful. But what stops that is like pain. Like certain pains that we haven't really gotten over with. Because I'm going to tell you something even like something that was being brought to my attention outside meditating. It was like, life really, like, your perception of things once you have fully let go or really conquered something that you've been just having in the back of your mind for a minute was just the reason why you might have certain anxieties at the time, or the reason why you might overindulge in this and that, because when that feeling comes up, you don't know how to handle it. So you just doing all these other type of things to kind of fill that space. Once you really deal with that in the correct manner, I feel like you can feel that shit. Like you can feel like it's almost like it was a block. Like in my mind, I was visualizing like this. It was like, imagine you in a room, and your mind is the room that you're in, and there's music playing, and instead of it being your own symphonies and your own sounds, it's like getting blasted with like trauma and shit that's just from the past, and it's not, and so like you're not able to really hear you. You're not able to really hear like your own symphony, like your own sound. Like you're not able to hear it because it's just getting bombarded with just all this shit. I'm pretty sure shit, you could put past traumas, past hurts into place. You could put it in this fucking society, all of this stuff, people, family, like all of this stuff. Sometimes you can get so bombarded with other people's music that you're not even paying attention to your own, you know what I'm saying? You're not able to hear your own. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, I was sitting out there, I was just like, yo, that's real shit though. And so what I did for myself, I visualized myself in my mental room with a bat, and I'm just like beating the shit out of the radio or the CD player or the record player that was, playing the music I wanted to play. And then some whole other shit happened, and I had to handle that. But it's good now. Like, there's nothing like clarity. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. There's nothing like clarity. Like hearing your own thoughts. Cause we deal with pain for so long that sometimes it's like you get so used to a pain, or you get so used to just something that you accept it instead of still trying to find out ways to relieve yourself of it. It's like you just, you find this kind of middle ground or something for yourself, like let me think of something like, okay, like a toothache. Like, you're supposed to get your tooth pulled, but you're just gonna keep popping ibuprofens, and yes, that's gonna kill the pain for a minute. but it's not going to fully relieve you of the pain. It's not going to fully like get it out of there. So that's what I'm talking about. Like mentally visualizing doing actions to just, when you know your mind or your mental is just going a little bit too crazy, or it's just getting bombarded, or you feel like it's just too much going on mentally, I will always, and it ain't gotta be like my like example where it's like you take the bat, because what was playing in my mind was some shit I did not want to play, so I wanted to destroy that shit. But all I did is just visualization. Like people pay $500, $300 to spiritual teachers and all this to get the same thing done. I just know how to do it for myself. It ain't nothing but just visualization and trusting yourself. That's all it is. But there's a lot of certain people might know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Q Reeves, regression therapist, hypnotherapy, quantum healing, all that good stuff. Who else did that? What's her name? Yeah, just go out there, put in quantum healing. You'll see a whole bunch of people pop up. But it's just the same thing. It's just going inside of yourself and visualizing what you're dealing with and dealing with it yourself. But you don't have to take my example of like, what I did. You could, depending on what the issue is, you can just visualize yourself turning like the radio down. Like just turning like, let's say like, it's not even nothing that serious. You just got something like, okay, you got a deadline due, and you know that you did everything for it. You know the project is done. You know you've done everything to complete it, but it's still like on your mind. Well, if you know you've done everything to complete it and you looked over it, just, visualize yourself, meditative state. What is it? Alpha, beta, theta. Try to get yourself in a theta state. I'm not about to break down all these things I'm saying. Y'all got to go out there and do the words and do all that stuff for yourself. But, and I've been licking my lips too much. Where's my chapstick at? There we go. All right. Yeah, you got to go out there and do it for yourself. Put yourself in a meditative state. And all it is just, okay, these certain looping thoughts that's in my mind. Let me just turn it down. Let me turn it down real quick. Let's turn it down. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I want to be focused in the present. Right now, my present needs my attention. Right now, I want to be grounded. I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to be pulled in this direction or this direction. Right now, I need to focus on what's at hand. There's a multitude of things that is asked of us throughout the day. And there can still be things that you're dealing with inside, and you still got to go to work. You still got to show up for this person. Still got to show up for that person. And so a lot of times that could still be on your mind. And there's nothing wrong with that being on your mind, because that's just how the brain works. Like it wants to make sure everything is taken care of. It wants to make sure you're secure. It wants to make sure you're safe. So the thoughts looping sometimes isn't necessarily you need to go see a doctor, you're crazy and shit. It could just, what I'm saying, it's just the way certain people's mind works. I think it's actually a medical term, or psychiatric, or whatever, all that medical jargon. I think it's called rumination. Sometimes that's the brain's defense mechanism to help you deal with something. That's what they say. These are not my words, this is theirs. So, but for me, and like I said, what I do is just visualize what I'm dealing with, what the problem is, and I deal with it in a manner where I feel like, not that I'm attacking it, unless it's something that is negative to me, but if it's something where I feel like, okay, I need healing from it, then I can visualize myself in that, going through that experience and being my own nurse, or not, being my own doctor, or being my own therapist in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Or being my own big brother, mother, parent, however I feel like, whatever energy I feel like I needed at that time, I just go into it for myself. And that's how I deal with it. But there is always, like, even I still have, you know what I'm saying, like I just said, Q Reeves. Like I go, like that's part of the crime right there. Like that's bro right there. So, You know, I still see somebody, but I still like to do things for myself. So that's just me. But yeah, there's multiple ways. Just turn the music down. Yeah, this is let me go out to my mental room real quick. Okay, we here. You can design it however you want to. If you're not even a person who has, because I've met people where they don't really have no imagination like that. Like they're not really, they might not be the best at visualization. So what they'll do is, I would just say, go with the feeling. Get yourself into a quiet space, close your eyes. You can either record yourself, talk to yourself, whatever's comfortable for you. Or while you recording yourself, you can just say the things that you feel like you need for whatever you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And as you're saying those things, instead of you using visualization, you can use the feeling. How does you saying that you have power over your own mind? We are now in your, you know what I'm saying, space, and however you want to dictate whatever thought you're dealing with. That's I don't know what that was. That's what can be handled at the time. And just the feeling of that is going to be enough. You know what I mean? Just the feeling of you feeling like I'm in a space where I have full control of what's going on, and I can, meet. Because like visualization is powerful, but I know everybody doesn't work off that. So when you don't have that, go with the feeling. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel to hear yourself heal yourself? You know what I mean? Like, stick with that. This shit is still steaming hot. That's some dragon fruit ginger tea. But all right, y'all. That's it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm really over, like, I'm ready to, like, really dive into life. I feel like a lot of stuff that I've been talking about, I want to talk about new things. I want to talk about new avenues of just thought. I feel like a lot of shit is just regurgitated. Like, because I was even going to do a video before this, and I deleted that shit, because I was just like, that's so generic. Like, that is something that it's not like, you want to talk about good and evil, like, fucking anybody is talking about that. I want to talk about some real, like, personal experiences that only I can give y'all, that only I can bring to the forefront. Because y'all, like, all this shit is just, like, I don't like regurgitated stuff. I'm a 90s baby, so I'm going to keep it a band with y'all. So for me, it's like, I don't like reruns. I like the original. And I like to be original in my art, too, so yeah. The only people I can even say when it comes to any similarity to me that I could be like, okay, yeah, that's a brother who I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to, it would be like Q, Dolo the Pilot Man. That's about. And then for my women, it'd be like Ashira, Lucid Living. And I gotta give, what's her name? What's her name? What is her name? God, I'm a shout out. She gonna get the shout out in one of the videos. Damn. Damn. Yeah, she gonna be in one of the videos though. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Y'all be easy. Peace.